Well, dear Kevin McCarthy, there's a lot of fucking Kevins. There's even quite a few Kevin McCarthys. But there's only one dumbass Kevin McCarthy that thought he was going to become Speaker of the House for the incoming midterm elected Congress. Kevin. You got played. And you know what? I mean, I hate to see, Congress get all fouled up by basically a small group of clowns. Well, let's say the most erratic or most extreme group of clowns out of a group of clowns, because for the last 25, maybe 30 years, the Republican Party has been dedicated to becoming the nation's party of clowns. I mean, you had freaking Tea Party, Freedom Caucus, Make America Great Again, all the extreme right-wing movements that brought out the absolute worst about anything that even loosely identified with the conservative banner. They automatically soaked it in, the racist history of this country. They held open arms for extreme right-wing white supremacist type organizations. They supported conservative laws that would definitely, if enacted, would automatically be in opposition to the well-being and future of minorities. And basically, they didn't give a fuck. And Kevin McCarthy hyped all of this shit, especially say for over the last 5 or 6 years, in his quest to be Speaker of the House. And he's right there. Republicans, well, they didn't have their red tsunami. That was the first letdown. And that might have been an indication that the Republicans had no true leadership, because in the Senate, all Mitch is saying is all their fault. It doesn't have shit to do with me. It's fucking your orange Jesus that I told you was a fuck up from the beginning, but nobody would listen to my old ass, and all them idiots fucking something down in the House of Representatives. That's Mitch's point of view. And you know what? He might be kind of like almost right. Almost. But then you have the real shit down in the House of Representatives, where you have all these kids that used to play in the sandbox up until it got to the point where they had kicked everybody else out of the sandbox, and the sandbox was theirs, and somebody said, to keep the sandbox, one of y'all got to be in charge. And then that's where shit started to fall apart, because none of them really want to be in charge, because they have no idea how to keep the sandbox working. They just want to continually run their mouths and act like they have some pull in the motherfucking sandbox. And Kevin thought that he could be in charge of these assholes. The last time this shit happened, it was in 1923, 100 fucking years ago. And it took like 9 votes for them to select Speaker of the House. The record is like 30. And all of this is funny, and in a way, karma is doing its thing, because no party, no group of individuals, especially that one individual, Kevin McCarthy, deserves this happening more during their watch than this current group of Republicans. Even if they're not MAGA Republicans, they still deserve it, because they let this shit occur. Republicans could have stopped the country from being where it is right now a long time ago. But this madness, this chaos, they saw an advantage in it. They thought that they could use it as the ledge, the fulcrum and the lever to create chaos, to install themselves in power in perpetuity. It's hard to say that without your fucking teeth in. But I said it anyway, in perpetuity. In other words, forever. They don't give a fuck about democracy. They don't give a fuck about America. They don't give a fuck about Kevin McCarthy. Everything is a tool for them. And when they're done with it, they will throw them under the proverbial bus. And that's what Kevin is now. He's getting fitted up for them fucking Goodyear treads right up the middle of his ass crack. Enjoy it, Kevin. You deserve it. And it's hard to believe because you managed to get maniacs like Marjorie Taylor Greene to cry crocodile tears for your ass, and that's hard to do. Her ex-husband can't even get her to do that for him, and he was married to the crazy bitch. Kevin, y'all got something going on the side? What kind of promises did you make old Marjorie to get her to be your handmaiden for a day? At least for the vote for Speaker of the House. Come on, Kev. Fess up. Inquiring minds want to know. But the downside of this, after we get over the euphoria of watching the Republican Party become a victim of self-inflicted erotic asphyxia, is that the nation is caught up in this because, these same... You think it's funny, but it's not. And there's no such thing as coincidences. These same assholes, almost to a person, the 20 that's holding out for now. Because if they keep voting, I guarantee you that the number will get greater, and the more the number gets, the worse it will be. Because then Kevin will have no choice but to remove his name because he doesn't have anything left to give. But to get back to what I was talking about. The people that are railroading this, supposedly over their party, which in turn is basically over the nation. They're the same people that are involved in everything about, causing the nation to quiver, crack, shake just a little bit on its foundation. Your Matt Gaetz, your Marjorie. Well, not Marjorie this time, because somehow Kevin got her placated, but. You got, Matt, Lauren Boyd, Andy Biggs, the usual troublemakers that, about 1/3 of this country thinks they are the true patriots that are sent here by God to save the world. But anyway, Kevin has been kissing these people's asses for the last, like I said, 6-7 years, and now they got long knives stabbing him in the back, telling him no. You can't do enough for us to make us put up with your bullshit, because we know from personal experience that you are a lily-livered fucking coward. You have no backbone, Kevin. You have no spine. You have no foundation. We don't have any foundation, but you are worse than us. You are motherfucking Stretch Armstrong. You are Kevin McCarthy. You are Gumby, damn it. And we don't want you. So just get under the bus and get out the way. But wait, in order for the country to continue to operate procedurally, we got to put somebody in as Speaker of the House. And guess what? Our anarchist ass, we don't have nobody. We even nominated the guy that nominated you, and he don't even want the shit. And that's fucking Jim. I don't see shit Jordan going on in the showers. United States is in bad shape. When Jim Jordan is put up as a hope to be the Speaker of the House, and that pedophile, I'm sorry, I didn't say that, allegedly. Jim don't even want the job. So what the fuck, man? Where do we go from here? These motherfuckers been crying for the last 4 years how much, you know, they need to be empowered to save the country. At first day of the new era, where they got the majority, probably in the one place where they can be most effective. Once again, they got the whole country stuck on stupid. And most of the people in the middle, like you and me, don't even realize that. But right now, we got a president, we got a Senate, we got a Supreme Court. But as far as the day-to-day grind of making laws and making regulations to enforce them laws and moving money to where it's got to be, and to fine-tune the daily operations of this country, we can't do shit. We don't even really have a Congress because nobody is sworn in, because guess who has to swear them in? The Speaker. And the Speaker can't swear them in if the Speaker hasn't been sworn in. And it's all procedural and precedent shit, because the Democratic Party did something that was unique. All Congress people get to vote for the Speaker, but it's kind of like tradition precedent that whoever the majority party is, the Speaker's going to come from their party. So the party that's not the majority, it's basically like, you know, just procedure, or, you know, honoring the process for them to vote, because no matter how they vote, supposedly it's not going to matter, even though it is official. Well, the Democratic Party did something unique this time. They voted 100%. No strays, no turncoats for Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries got more votes 3 times during the 3 votes that they forced today than Kevin McCarthy, the guy that's supposed to be wannabe Speaker of the House, the guy that was the leader, the minority leader of the party that is now the majority in the House. He carried them through the last, 3-4 years, and now they want nothing to do with him. They leaving him in the lurch when he stood up for them, when he stood up for Trump, when he stood up for everything with the fucking country he swore to protect and defend. Karma is real, y'all. Well, that's it for me. That's all I got to say for now. As always, peace out and God bless from Uncle Ricky at Uncle Ricky's house. See ya.